Hi, live from Tampa. Sean Spicer, he is the communications director for the RNC, is with me. So far, so good, Sean.
So far, so great. Last night was just unbelievable. I think Mrs. Romney really just impressed everyone in America. Hit it out of the park. There are, regardless of what side of the political spectrum you're on, I think you had to agree that that was an amazing speech, a very passionate speech. She really spoke to the core of who Mitt Romney is, and did a phenomenal job. And then Governor Christie just really explained what the policies were that are standing in front of the problems that this country faces and the solutions that Governor Romney is going to tackle as the next president.
Do you think there's an issue with the fact that Governor Romney's wife Ann is able to actually tell that story better than Mitt is? I mean, and maybe Mitt will do that coming up on Thursday night. She told stories last night that I thought should have probably been told for months and months and months.
Well, a lot of people, frankly, have a hard time bragging about themselves. And so sometimes it takes someone else close to you, a friend or a colleague or a spouse, to tell that story in a way that you're not. And, frankly, I think anyone who has spent time around Governor Romney understands what a great guy he is just personally. He's funny, he's caring, he's compassionate. But at the end of the day, what this country really needs now is a problem solver, somebody who knows how to look at issues that the country faces, put real metrics in place to fix them, and then know that you're achieving them by the metrics that you stand. So I think we're getting sort of the whole package in Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan.
There was a recent poll that had Romney down, and I forget how far it was. New York, I think it was a New York Times poll. I guess I go along with Chris Christie last night. Polls are, President, you can listen to polls or you can change the polls. Do you think a campaign like this, do you think that a week like this here in Tampa is going to be enough to change that and move that forward?
Well, first of all, almost every poll has us either up within the margin of error, down, so it's going to be a tight race going forward. I do think that between Paul Ryan's speech tonight and Mitt Romney's speech tomorrow, that you're going to see some of those numbers start to move a little. What you also look for beneath the polls is the level of intensity. And when you look at the voters that are voting for Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan right now, when they ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, these are 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s. When they talk to the same folks who are supporting Barack Obama, it's a lot of 5s and 4s. There's a big difference. People who are supporting Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan right now would walk through a hurricane with hot tacks coming at them because they're ready for change in this country. I think the folks who are supporting Barack Obama in a lot of cases are saying, well, if there's something good on TV, I might skip. And so the hunger, the intensity, the enthusiasm that we have on our side is just absolutely tremendous.
You got to let me know. You got to know something about the speech tonight. Give me a little nugget about what do you think Paul Ryan's going to say?
Well, anyone who knows Paul Ryan knows that he's a numbers guy. He's going to talk about the challenges.
But that's I'll be honest, Sean. That's boring. I mean, he makes it really interesting, but for folks that aren't political, that's a tough speech. So where does he have to go other than just the numbers?
Well, but see, that's the thing. If you remember Ronald Reagan, people used to get captivated by listening to them, and it wasn't necessarily the words he used, it's the manner he did it. And Paul Ryan's just this very dynamic guy. He can sit up there with a white chart and a bunch of numbers, and people will actually want to listen to it and pay attention because he's captivating, he's enthusiastic, and he really cares about what he's talking about. He's not some dry old professor standing in front of a board. He's the kind of guy that puts life behind the numbers and says, look, this is what that means. This is why you need to care about it. This is why I care about it. And this is the solution to that problem. So it's not just the words on the piece of paper that are going to matter. It's the passion and enthusiasm by which he delivers them.
The theme tonight is
we can do that. We can change it, and I think that you're going to hear about that. That's what he's going to talk about. How we can change it. For too long, we've had speeches and conventions where politicians got up and just said, "Hey, tomorrow's going to be better. We're going to do great things. Here's a bunch of stuff." Paul Ryan is going to lay out the challenges. Exactly what he's done as chairman of the Budget Committee. Here's the problem, folks. We can't just keep sweeping it under the rug. We can't just keep waiting for the next election. We're going to tell you the problems. We're going to tell you how to fix them. We're going to do it in a way that strengthens programs, that makes them better, more efficient, that treats your tax dollars like you would your own. So I think that you're going to hear a lot of that tonight.